Hi, this is Rawan from SSTV, and we are joined with former Governor Whitman. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. Nice to be with you.
Okay. So I have a couple questions. You were the first governor in New Jersey that was a woman. What can you tell us about that and how great of an accomplishment that was?
Well, frankly, I can't tell you what it's like because I was never a male governor, so I don't know the differences. What to me was important was not that I was the first woman governor, but that I was the first person to defeat an incumbent governor in a general election since the state had changed its constitution. That was the political hard work part of it. The fact of being female was a fact of my life.
So you didn't feel like it affected any of your decision making or any of your stance as a governor when you were elected?
Oh, yes, no. Being women have different perspectives on things. They have different life experiences, different ways of approaching issues. And that's all part of who I am. So, of course, that had an influence. And one of the early bills I signed was one that was not only sponsored by women, but primarily driven by women, which was to allow mothers to have a longer period of time in the hospital giving birth, after giving birth. And since I'd given birth twice in both ways, I understood the need. So it was an easy bill for me to sign, but that was something that had been in the works. But what they said to me was they didn't feel they could have gotten it moving through if I hadn't been the governor at the time.
And that kind of leads on to my next question. What do you feel like were some of your great accomplishments that you have accomplished when you were a governor?
Well, you know, it's hard to pin down to one or two. A lot of people refer to the fact of preserving 1 million acres of open space, of putting that goal in front of the people and getting the bond issue passed. I would look on to the kind of welfare reform we did that actually helped people, gave them the support they needed to get the training that would enable them to get jobs that would keep them competitive in the marketplace, or establishing 6 core curriculum standards, which we didn't have in the schools at that point, and getting them passed for the first time, or, of course, the tax cuts. I did promise and deliver on cutting the income tax by 30% over 3 years. And what I did, really, we took 180,000 people off the tax rolls entirely because I didn't think they earned enough to have to be paying it. It was counterproductive. And the percentage that the higher income earners in this state were paying at the end of the time was higher. It was the middle income that got most of the benefit of those tax cuts.
Okay, and you mentioned how you cut taxes, and as we know, New Jersey is a very diverse state. What would you say are some things that you helped with in aiding minorities, or giving them some sort of platform or recognition, or any of these things that you have done when you were governor?
Well, one of the first things is my motto for the state was many faces, one family, understanding that we are, I believe, if not the most diverse, certainly one of the most diverse states in the country. And that's what gives us our strength and our texture and makes us as strong as we are and as vibrant as we are. I also appointed more minorities to visible positions that they hadn't held before, more women and minorities. And that's a way to give people a feeling that I can accomplish this. We also did a lot, as I said, in welfare reform. It wasn't just saying you've got to get work. It was saying we're going to provide you with the kind of services for child care if you need it. We put in health care for children for those who needed it. We provided a lot more money for some of the schools, and particularly the community colleges, and did a lot of outreach within the minority communities to try to help them, and put incentives in to get businesses to locate in those areas. And by the time I left, the private sector had created some 450,000 new jobs.
Okay. All right. It was very nice interviewing you today. And that was Governor Whitman, everyone. Thank you.